Hello everyone, welcome to your channel. So my name is Tushar Garg. I am certified lead Salesforce developer. So as you already know, this is the third lecture of our series Field Service Lightning. So let's come to the today's agenda. So today we will discuss about operating hours and service resources. So let's start with operating hour. So as the name suggests, operating hour is something like a particular hours or particular time when our field service resources will work. Like if I talk about the simple example, like all of us are working on IT companies. So most of the IT companies have operating hours to 9 to 5, right? So in 9 p.m. 9 a.m. we will start our work and 5 p.m. we will close our work, right? So same type of thing will apply for every type of industries, right? So for our field service industry, there are some operating hours for field workers, like in particular operating hour our field worker will available, right? Apart from this, if I talk about operating hour is sometime the customer also prefers some time of any type of hours, right? Because we cannot say that okay, every customer want to perform their services on the night time. Like we cannot uh, some customer are prefer afternoon time, some customers are prefer evening time. So basically operating hours, if we can include operating hours in service territories, I will explain the service territories in our um, letter or in our another lectures. But you can think that service territory is nothing but a particular reason where we can provide the services. So for every region, for every territory, we have some operating hours. Like if I talk about Agra territory. So in Agra territory, for all the service agent or for the all the service resources, we have some particular operating hours, right? Like 9 to 5. Or maybe for Pune territory, we have different operating hour. For Bareilly territory, we have different operating hour. So if operating hours are included, or if we are using operating hours in territory, so they will denote the operating hours of particular territory. Okay, now let's come to the second part. Like if any operating hours is included with the customers, okay, then they can show that okay, this is the operating hours when customer want us to do the services. Okay, so this is how the operating hours work. So let's come to the demo part. I will show you where you can find the operating hours. So as you already know, we in our previous lecture we installed the our package. So this is how you need to go to 9 dots and search field service admin. Once you go to field service admin app, here you can find the tab operating hour. Okay, so you already have one or two operating hour which is come by default, like base calendar or gold appointment calendar. But let's come to and create a one more operating hour. So let me create operating hour for any time, like general hours. Okay, we can use IST time zone only, and nothing. I get description also we can give, but let's forget about that. So it's saving. It's taking 1 or 2 minutes. Sorry for that. Yeah. So this is how we can create the operating hour. Now let's come to the related, and you can give the time slot. Like for every week wise, like there may be a chance for Monday your office timing is 5 to 9, but for Tuesday you have another timings. For Sunday and Saturday you have a off. So let me create one record for Monday. It's 12 a.m. I can start my office. I will close my office to maybe 5 a.m., right? And group is also fine. There have a time like normal or standard, maximum appointment, all these things, and save it. Okay. So same thing you can create for Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, whenever you want. Okay. So I created for Tuesday. I want this operating hours. Okay. and save it. So this is how you can create the operating hours, and you can simply include that operating hours in service territory. I will explain what is service territory in our another lectures. But let me show you where you can include the operating hour in service territory. So whenever you create a service territory record, you will find the operating hour column here. So you simply go and choose that. So that operating hour will include it into this service territory. Okay. So let's come to our next topic, which is service resources. Okay. So service resources, as the name suggests, everyone know the resources. For our IT companies or for our company, we are the resources, right? And if I talk about Accenture, there have some other resources. For my company, I am the resource, right? So same as in field service lightning, also service resources is referred to that person who is deliver the field service operations, or who will perform the field service operations. So service resources is nothing but a technician or a person who will perform the service field service work. Okay. So let's come to the demo part. It's a simple topic. So same way, I can go to the service resource tab, and I can create one service resource. So for service resource, what are the important things? First thing is name of that service resource, and every service resource is a user in our org. Without selecting here, they are not. This user is not a required field. But if we try to save that record without filling the user, then we get the error message. Okay. So we need to choose some user here, and we need to activate that also. And there are a lot of other checkbox capacity based included. These we will discuss in our letter or another lectures, because I want to make every lecture very simple so that everyone can understand each and every lecture. Okay. So simple thing, survey resources. For survey resources, what we need some name of that person. What is the resource type, like that resource is technician, or is that resource is agent, or is that resource is dispatcher or planner, or whatever the type that resource have. Okay. So simple, I can choose the resource type and I save that resource. Okay. So if you go to the resource in the related list, there are lot of things here. Okay. So here we have service appointment. So for every resource, we will assign some service appointments, because resources means we need to assign some appointment to that person. We have that resource, but after that we need to assign some appointments. I need to assign that some work to that resource. So how you can assign the work? Using this service resource skill. Yeah, so skill is something like we can create a new skills also. For creating the skill, let me show you how you can create the skill. Go to setup. So skill is something like if I talk about IT companies, so some people have a good knowledge of Salesforce, some people have a good knowledge of JavaScript, good knowledge of Java. Okay, so same type of thing. So some resources are good in English, some resources are only good in uh, Hindi, or some resources are good in wire fitting, or some resources are good in router system fitting, anything, right? So I create one skill English, so that resource have a skill of English. Okay. So when I create that, let me refresh this one. So I am assigning this skill to this service resource. Okay. So let me go to assign skills. Let me find if that English. Yeah, English is here. Okay. So let me click on next. Okay. So resource number is log. English skill level I give 10. Start date I can give any start date which I want. And date we don't have. Last notified date. Okay, that's fine. I guess we can create that one. So we just assign one skill to that service, so that whenever our dispatcher, I guess you already know that who is dispatcher. Dispatcher is nothing but a manager who assign the work to service resources. Okay. So whenever manager want to assign some work to the service resource, they just go and see, okay, that service resource have that particular skill. So according to skill wise, they will assign the resource to our territories, or they can assign the resource to our appointments, service appointments. Okay. So yeah, this is the simple thing. This is the simple explanation of what is service resource and what is operating hours. I hope everyone understand that. If you have any query, you can talk with me on comment section. So thank you so much for joining this tutorial. We will meet soon in our next lecture. Thank you, team.